and I'm tired. I'm tired of all the pain, I'm tired of all the rain.
Sac passe, sac fait, everyone. This is Mr. Overload with another episode of Overload Talks. And today I'm here to talk about Haiti. Yes, the island of Haiti. The country that Donald Trump referred to as the SHIT whole country. That's actually where I'm from. I'm from Haiti. I was born in a town called Port-au-Paix, Haiti, in 1992, where I grew up with my mom, who had me at the age of 16, and my dad. We didn't really have much work. We didn't live the most comfortable life, but we were blessed. However, in 2001, my grandmother actually paid all of the expenses required for us to migrate from Haiti to the United States, to Miami, Florida. I've been living in Miami, Florida ever since then. I went to school in Miami, Florida, played football, middle school, high school, then college, so on and so forth. But let's backtrack a little bit though. Back to Haiti. My life and experiences for the first 9 years of my life, because I only spent 9 years in Haiti. But from what I can remember, it was a challenge. It was a struggle. I'm not going to say every single day we struggled. There were time periods we would go months and we didn't have to struggle. But those rainy days occurred more often than not. So there were days, the same thing. The community is the whole town actually is raising a child. I actually had the experience to experience that. Why? Because in Haiti, if a child, I was a child at the time, if a child did anything wrong, and let's say their parents or their grown-ups wasn't there, like, it was okay. It was okay for whichever adult is around to discipline you at that time. Why? Because your parents are not there. And usually your parents would get mad. Why? Because they already know that stranger, well, not so stranger, because they shouldn't already know your parents, because it's a small village. That stranger cares enough to actually intervene and discipline you, because if a behavior goes undisciplined, it's bound to be repeated. So that was one of my realities. Another one of my realities were actually I remember playing with my friends at nighttime. Well, not at nighttime, but right before the sun went down. And we would just have stories and dreams and hopes and wishes of what it would be like to live in the United States. Now we here in the US, we weren't missing so much. But I am blessed to say today I am living comfortably, and I am blessed with many opportunities that I may have not been blessed with have I remained in Haiti. Why? Not because Haiti is a SHIT country, but simply because those opportunities are not available, or not readily available in Haiti as they are systematically here in the United States. And another one of the main things I remember, I'm just going to keep it short. I may give you guys one more after this. Another main thing I remember living in Haiti was the water. We had this water called Couligan. If you're Haitian, you should know what I mean. What water I'm referring to. It was this bag water with a bitter taste. That was like the Jaspoa water. If you're not Haitian, Jaspoa basically means someone who is living in the U.S. and who is now taking trips back to Haiti. So Jasper Wild waters, the Cooligan waters, would be the waters that foreigners or Jasperwise would drink when they come and visit. So the only people who were drinking Cooligan water was people who really had money or people who were traveling and they didn't want to drink the water from the country for whatever reason. So Cooligan water was not my favorite. I don't even know why it was for like the bougie class, because I'm going to be honest, I was fine with my regular tap Haitian water. Last but not least, before I let you go, I remember riding motorcycles. Believe it or not, I was riding motorcycles. So my dad, he was a young father, and he was very much into bikes, electronics, anything fun, I think he was pretty much into. So I'm laughing because I'm thinking about this story. But my dad, he owned bikes. So he had a mini bike when I was about 6 or 7 years old, and it was actually like a medium-sized bike. It wasn't a small pocket-sized bike, nor it wasn't one of the big Yamahas either. But it was a medium size that was small enough for me to mount at the age of 6 or 7 years old. So he ended up teaching me how to ride this bike. And when I'm saying bike, I'm not talking about a pedal bike. I'm talking about a motorbike, everyone. So he taught me how to ride the bike. I kept falling every time I tried to ride it. Although I was big enough to fit on the bike, I wasn't strong enough to pick up the bike if the bike fell on my leg. So my dad would always be behind me. Either he's on the passenger seat, like right behind me, or he's actually nearby when I'm actually practicing my driving skills. So for that, shout out to my dad. I learned how to ride a motorcycle at the age of 6, maybe 7. I can't really remember. So that's just a few experiences that I can recall for the first 9 years of my life living in Haiti. So the next time someone says Haiti is a SHIT country, please speak up for us, because clearly we are not a SHIT country if we are offering a lot of experiences that I can even recall years, even after leaving that country, that I can still recall right now, that are so amazing. So that's all for today. I'm gonna let you guys go, but before you leave, don't forget to comment on the video, like this video, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for future videos. Until next time, enjoy. And once again, it's Mr. Overload with another episode of Overload Talks. Peace.